Всем привет! Продолжаем играть в Mass Effect Andromeda. Давайте сразу продолжим. В прошлый раз мы остановились на том, что прибыли на Нексус. И теперь будем разбираться, что там и как.
The captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
This should have been my father's moment.
But now it's yours. You just need to decide what you're gonna do with it.
Where do I start? I'm just not sure I'm ready.
We weren't ready to fall out of the sky on Habitat 7, but we survived that.
Небольшой забег.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead. Here we are.
I don't see any champagne.
Where is everybody? Well, this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
We could see what the VI has to say.
Plants are still alive.
Здесь не пройти.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
Здесь тоже.
Hello?
This place should be packed with people.
Так. Какой-то сундук. О, Авина.
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry. My code is limited to information and simple interaction
Ну,
simulations.
даже не в жизни.
Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
В 6 жизней. Хотя, смотря про кого говорить. Это если про людей, а если там про другую расу, то у них это даже не вся жизнь.
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light-years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Вас ждет процветание.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5? Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your
Да,
security
есть такое.
and prosperity.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7. That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone? That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the
Где
brightest
самая
star is
яркая звезда? Вы
Current wait
сами.
time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
А потом ерор тебе.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
Парень какой-то. Строитель. Привет, строитель.
Let's talk to that worker.
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark?
Именно.
Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it. I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Scott Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center. Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are gonna be a real problem.
This day just keeps getting better.
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Для нас оно значит больше.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead.
Я лучше, чем
He
Алек
made me his successor.
Райдер.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Так думал отец. У вас нет выбора. Будем надеяться. Без сомнения. Будем надеяться.
Well, we came a long ways for nothing if I'm not.
We'll all die if you're not.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
С вашей помощницей.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Как все плохо?
I can't believe how far off track things have gone.
It's bad, but it's not over. Not yet.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Hello, hello. О, боже. Поговорить со всеми.
This is Nexus Control to Hyperion. It's good to have you
Что
here.
тут?
Excellent. Let's go over the docking checklist, shall we?
Давайте с Эдисон поговорим.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Умер.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with
Он
Alec.
хотел, чтобы я был первопроходцем. Да, хотел.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Пост управляющий поселениями.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
Отношения с моим отцом.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
План касательно врагов.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Мнение о странной технике.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Неудача с аванпостами.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus as Citadel. Not headed by Tan. Or even me.
Я пойду, пожалуй.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Да-да, да-да. Информационная стена.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at workspace not allocated. Please select a topic.
Давайте мои данные работника.
You are Scott Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan.
Уже начальник.
Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in
Ура,
587
отпуск через
days.
587 дней.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait?
Да, действительно. В какой колонии?
For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros. Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations.
Колония Григорчикова. Да.
Viable planets capable of supporting life
Ну вот,
are
перспективная
key to our survival in
колония
Andromeda.
для
The
жизни.
viability of a world is affected by several factors, including
Температура,
temperature,
ресурсы,
resources,
уровень
threat
угрозы,
levels,
между прочим,
political
политическая
stability, and so on.
стабильность. Ну,
We have few
всё
viable
Григорчикова.
planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk. The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates or
Золотой
golden
мир,
worlds,
между прочим.
the Helios cluster was
Надо,
selected as our
чтобы там
destination.
называлось так,
Even at a distance,
база
studying the
отдыха.
light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in
И там мы
Andromeda.
начнем новую жизнь. Так. Контейнер. День новый, дерьмо старое. На память будущим поколениям, если инициатива вдруг всплывет кверху брюхом. Нексус, по сути своей, не более чем цирк на 4 манежа. Мне не нравится метод Тана, и он явственно показывает свое презрение к Рогану. Думаю, намерения у него благие, но он тот еще рвач, и добьется он так только конфликта. Нексус не сможет объединиться до тех пор, пока у Тана развязаны руки. Эдисон уже решила отколоться от него и занимает круговую оборону. Надо будет потолковать с Кандерсом. Надеюсь, мы сумеем договориться. А может и нет. Как же меня достали все эти фокусы. Все? Что-то еще? Что тут? Окно. Кеш.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Где Кроганы?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Номер 8.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda Initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Сделка Кроганов с Таном.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
А почему ты здесь?
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Проблемы на Нексусе.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Genophag?
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%,
Yeah,
which is a lot better than what we
4%.
had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Твоя работа?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Пока все.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
Рейдер.
My crew's working on it.
Так,
The op center to the top of our priority.
нет, ничего не сканируется. Продавец оружия. У нас, правда, все равно ничего нету. О, кстати, да. Утиль. Создать работу, получите кредиты. Давайте продадим весь утиль. Дробовик. 37 сокол. Гадюка. Ладно.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
А что с ценами?
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Ладно. Ты кто? Никто. Сидит. Смотрит. Командный центр. Записи охраны. Оу. Кому? Кандрос от Джарун Тан, директор инициативы Андромеда. Кандрос, как вам известно, во время вашего отсутствия на Нексусе случился бунт. Обстановка накалилась очень быстро. Как мы полагаем, все началось со стрельбы на гидропонной ферме и кражи в арсенале. Мотивацией к восстанию послужили разные факторы. Безусловно, сыграла роль стадное чувство, но для лидеров, в том числе вашей предшественницы, бывшего директора охраны Слоан Келли, это было заведомое предательство. Предпринимались слабые попытки описать и оценить ущерб, нанесенный соучастниками Слоан в ходе восстания. Украденные припасы, сломанное оборудование, все такое. Но я надеялся, что ополчение сможет составить официальный отчет. Чтобы выжить на нем, нам необходимо знать, с чем мы столкнулись. Директор Тан. Кому Джарун Тан от Кандроса? Директор Тан, мне нужно, чтобы мои подопечные занимались защитой станции, а не инвентаризацией. Если же вам очень нужен отчет ополчения, я поручу его сержанту Нелсу. Ладно. Кстати, насколько я понимаю, изгнанники больше подчинялись Каликсу, чем Слоан. Разве не он поднял мятеж? Ладно. След остыл. Нашли нечто похожее на заброшенные лагеря в системе Пайфер. Но живых обитателей там нет, только кладбище. Среди мертвых была конспиратор Ирида, но не Слоан Келли. Окей. Что там за токсик? Профессор Герик.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
А на чем вы специализируетесь?
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Соберись.
Your work is important. Don't lose sight of that. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks?
Шеф Люкан. Хочешь поворочить камни ради науки? Попробуйте меня остановить.
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Звучит любопытно.
What conservation effort?
My thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await
Консоль. Последнее предложение проф. Герик и другие. Поскольку мы бесспорно являемся для Андромеды инвазивными видами, мы еще успеем оставить свой след, но действовать надо осторожно. стараясь сохранить все, что из-за нас может исчезнуть. Скопление Илея бросило нам неожиданный вызов. Мы прибыли сюда с запасами семян и образцами ДНК, чтобы сохранить биологическое разнообразие видов Млечного Пути. Но эти территории пострадали от скверны, и их уникальная флора и фауна оказались под угрозой. Их также необходимо защитить. Ладно. А это? Геофизический ВИП, бета-версия. Описание обновления. Шеф Люкан. ВГП 2031. Гибкий интерфейс, синхронизируемый с инструметроном. Ошибки минимальны. Улучшенное распознавание голоса. Настройки по умолчанию. Набор делает сенсорный экран прозрачным. Сенсорный экран. Улучшение взаимодействия с ему. Ладно. Все. Это неправильно. Неправильно.
This is a nightmare.
Мариэта.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at
классике.
last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My
Политика.
husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
За какое преступление?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Конечно.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit.
Джейлор.
Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Так и скажем. Так, статус Апекс. Лейтенант, если судить по рапорту 16С, мы так и не смогли закрепиться ни в одном из секторов. Вряд ли мы чего-то сможем добиться без должной разведки и точных сведений о врагах. Риски, а также постоянную растрату ресурсов и жизней уже вряд ли можно назвать оправданными. Боевой дух крайне низок, и не стоит ожидать от солдат слишком многого. Кандрес. Кандрес.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
What's the word on the Tyrian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed,
Natanus.
others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Прибытие в Андромеду.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor, and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud.
О,
that I stayed
Найрин,
in the
кстати.
service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure?
Это
Jen
одна
Garson's dream
из
was so
персонажей,
grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
по-моему, второй части. Mass Effect.
You talk
Твоя
like you
роль?
weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Эх, Гаруса тут не хватает.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. but it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Помощь ополчению.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Всего доброго.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Ты доверяешь мне командование?
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Так. Что тут? Ударные отряды. Отчет. О. Это, видимо, мои старые. Окей. Шанс успеха. Окей. Выполняется. Чё так непонятно-то? Отправить ударный отряд. Давайте их пошлем. Золотые. Отмена. Отмена. Окей. Ничего не понятно.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see
Чё,
Milk and
что?
Rensis.
Чем могу?
Our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Milken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Твоя жена говорит, что ты не виноват. Чё это?
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
А потом его нашли мертвым.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement. Thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Ужас.
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
We were close. He was a stubborn son of a... I admired that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Не сдавайся.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Говорить с Кандерсом. Ладно.
No news on the Turian Arc yet? Or is this militia business?
Убийство.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Его признали. Так. Ладно.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying?
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder. The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
Сердито пыхтит.
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Поговорить со свидетелем. Это ты свидетель? Где-то там. Ладно.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Теперь вы мне доверяете?
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the Golden Worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Не надо со мной играть в эти игры. Покажите дорогу.
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for EOS will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that. Ah!
Да-да, шлунишка.
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
О, биполярочка.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
Вот так сразу говорили.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Что с ними случилось?
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Нет, могу поговорить. Проблемы Нексуса.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Candra's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Sloane Kelly?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
А где Кроганы?
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Неприязнь к Кроганам.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Истоки. Инициатива.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Мотивы прилета?
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness. Finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
Разные расы.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arcs. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Роль Тана?
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Управление доходами?
So, you're an accountant?
Бухгалтер.
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring
Здесь
space.
должна быть песня
Life
на
had its
фоне.
detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Вау. До
That's all.
встречи.
Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Так, подожди. Что тут? А, тут пусто. Cassidy Show.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Scott Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Там были кеты.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Нилкен сожалел о содеянном.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been killed. The reality of the act sinking in.
А что так потрясло Рейнольдса?
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Так. Опять поговорить с... что? Радж, Патель.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Паранойя?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Это нужно прекратить.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer, not a PI. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done. No, I'm fine. And I don't know if it just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Ничего нет.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel. Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels. as well as the one Raj Patel encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is... let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Не будем их списывать.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
A lot. Мы все приведем в норму.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Не с ним надо
Bye,
поговорить.
Kandros. Duty calls.
You...
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Так, где, куда? Так, ладно. Давайте с Таном поговорим.
Something I can help you with?
Дело Нилкина.
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. With all we've been through, the people need stability. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for...
Так, теперь давайте саботаж на станции.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
И где? Где-то там, да?
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Вас подставили.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Ой, нет, сюда пока не будем заходить. Так, что тут есть? Пистолет.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Оу, Нормандия. Прекрасно. Теперь у нас есть миниатюрная копия книги.
Printed books.
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals,
Lewis and
detailing their
Clark.
expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were pathfinders too.
Кофемашина.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you, needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a bean.
And now you know what humility feels like.
Да-да. Когда-то это было кофемашинкой. Так, система архивации.
What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
Зашифрованная
That log
запись.
is inaccessible at this time.
Ага. Общие записи. Отбытие из Млечного Пути.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
Азари археолог. Доктор Лиара Цони.
Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
Pretty sure my sisters mentioned Dr. Tassoni. An expert on Protheans, I think.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Hello, Alec.
О,
This is
это ее
Dr.
голос.
Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful. Hello, Alec. I received your message. I must say the thought of exploring another galaxy has my head spinning. I am honestly not sure how people could survive a trip like that. And anyway, I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Sarah. Dr. Tapera says she'll be fine, but she's my daughter. How can I not worry? I hate to leave her like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni.
and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct. Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community. When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The Prothean civilization spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all
Ну, один
members of the
остался.
species really had died out. While it's possible that living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology. When studying an extinct race, it is important that our preconceptions and current knowledge not color the facts. We must look to the evidence itself. The Protheans constructed the Citadel and an incredible network of mass effect relays. This speaks to a culture of the highest order. Such a monumental achievement surely must come from an enlightened race that was in harmony with its people, free of conflict and strife. Without the ability to study a living example, however, this can never be determined with 100% accuracy.
Sam.
Hello, Scott. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
Почему такая секретность?
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Чтобы никого... секретность ведет к паранойе.
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious. Like you're up to something.
Alec didn't think others would understand. He viewed it as a symbiotic relationship benefiting us both.
What do you get out of this?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Мне нравится. Ух!
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Профили позволяют Сэму перенастроить имплант первопроходца для лучших показателей на поле боя. Окей. Давайте адепт. Развивайте боевые технические. Ага. Ладно. Да, кстати, давайте сохранимся.
Welcome back, Scott.
Где ты?
I take it you're based here in Samnode?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission team, even over great distances.
Мой имплант.
What more can you tell me about my implant?
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field. This raw data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis of the situation.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
You removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Только будь осторожен.
Uh-huh. Just promise you won't fry my brain or anything.
Trust is an important concept in any relationship. Alec taught me that. I will not fry your brain. It would end badly for both of us.
Me more than you.
Состояние сестры.
Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
What are your capabilities?
Each ARC houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Alec Ryder to support Pathfinders and their teams.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How'd my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made.
в этом.
The initiative deemed his
В
research
Млечном
vital to
Пути.
the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
Другие Сэмы.
So there are other Sams out there?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced SAM in the initiative.
Ля какой.
What did you mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship between two life forms.
А,
A flower
мы Веном,
provides nectar
ясно.
to a bee, who in turn provides pollen for the flower. The bee gains nourishment, and the flower can propagate. In similar fashion, my own evolution was shaped by your father's experiences, and will now expand with yours. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties. We each benefit.
Пока.
That's all for now.
Of course.
Of course. Of course. Тебя сканируют? Нет? Ладно. Что мы тут можем? О-о! Штучки какие-то.
Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father, and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Samnode on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Туда, сюда.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait,
Давай.
I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay. Something new every day. Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
Alec,
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
he told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow. Hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
На кону была жизнь мамы.
I would hope so. Mom's life was worth fighting for.
It would seem his obstinance extended to me as well.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
Of course. Что? Где? Тут? Нет. Еще так много работы. Едем в соседнее село. На дискотеку. Так. Что у нас тут? Запись охраны. Да, запись охраны 1. День 522. Что-то там время какое-то. Выявлены проблемы доступа к сети. Сбиты маркеры времени. Повреждена система повторного просмотра. Включить.
This file is useless. Let's check another.
День 523. Сохраняются проблемы доступа к сети. Сбиты маркеры. Защита от сбоев отключилась. Требуется восстановление системы.
And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
Защита от сбоев отключена. Требуется...
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Сканировать сотрудников безопасности. Где это? Дядя, не мешай.
No standoff there. Too small for this.
Negative match.
Nobody's making agreements.
You'd be surprised.
Biometrics do not match.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Никого. Опять побегушки туда-сюда. Туда-сюда. Опять соседнее село.
Inaccurate match.
Опана.
Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who
Дейл
is he?
Аткинс.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Я так не думаю.
We know what you've been up to. You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Я вам сочувствую, but...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Тебе пора.
We can't let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
Уходи, ухожу. Просто на станции посреди космоса. Ну, я пошел. Ну, давай. Пока. Так. Задача в Валее, Нексус, первый убийца. Это да. Отправиться на свой корабль. Куда нам? Вот обратно. Едем, едем. Сиди, село. Так, криоотсек. Стыковочный отсек.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style. They call her the Tempest.
Что-то с графиками.
Let's go take a closer look.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner,
Это не
Gunner,
звук
and
пердит,
everything
это
in
корабль
between.
пердит.
Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
В чем дело?
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Проклятие. Я не виноват. Меня подставили.
Whatever happened, it wasn't me. I just got here.
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Итак, наше это... Ух!
Thank goodness. For a sec, I thought I was gonna have to deal with Addison again.
And no one wants that. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Everything's state-of-the-art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Glad to see you're doing so well, Scott.
Lexi.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
Gil.
That's Gil Brody.
Oh,
Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam.
Suvi.
And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science
Suvi
officer.
Anwar.
Your quarters are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
Выйдет отличное приключение.
It's really gonna be something, isn't it?
Что у них с освещением? Могли немножко другую картинку выбрать? Ужасно же выглядит все.
Head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
Так, что тут?
The meeting room. You can make vid calls from the central table or just get the crew together.
Всю команду собрать. Это мы можем. Видкон. Нет доступных вызовов. Ну ладно. Так.
We call this the research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the
Это
Nexus
лифт?
from here.
Да, это. Так. Что
That's the
тут?
biolab. We can grow plants for food and oxygen, keep any specimen safe.
Биолаборатория. Давай поговорим с
Some serious
Лемом.
kit over here. Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
Да, да.
Always game for new toys.
This makes use of old ones. Like anything you grabbed on Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down, give you options.
Мы стали падальщиками.
I'll take any advantage I can get, even if it's exploring junk.
Hey, with tech like this, it won't be junk for long. Not after we're through. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
Что у нас? Выберите исследование. Разработка. Оу. Что это? Пистолет. Мотыга, мститель. Окей. Да? Так. Ладно. Исследование. Броня. Нам 50 надо. Окей. Ага. Торговый терминал. Продать весь утиль. Так, задание для ударных отрядов нам не надо.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
Угу.
Hey,
Эй. Эй. Лестница. Гил. Привет.
Hi there. Can we talk and stuff later? I've got some last minute adjustments.
Да-да.
She'll be ready to go when you are.
О, это ядро. Точнее, это двигатель. Как у второй Нормандии.
We're
Сюги.
almost out there. Hello.
Finally.
I've just got to finish this download from the
хорошо.
Nexus. We'll be ready for launch.
Так, прыгаем. Так, что тут? Тут у нас телевизор. Одна штука. Карты. Пиво. Диван какой-то. Тупо диван. Не первой свежести. Причем расположение такое хорошее. Вот рядом с радиоактивной штукой. Отлично. Оружие тут же. Ну, все прям как в Ригорчико. Ну, возможно, да. Не знаю, там вряд ли пиво вот так вот лежит и с диваном. Так, а с другой стороны у нас... С другой стороны у нас артефакты и оружие. Почему много артефактов? Что это? Это хлопья! Бласт... Охс. С чем? Не могу понять. Черника, видимо, и малина. И смотрите, как много. Так, также тут консервы из соларианцев. Это ужасно. И осуждаем, если что. Какие-то это китайские палочки. Доширак. Прекрасно. 2800 какой-то там год. Дошираки все еще в моде. А это что? Непонятно. Какая-то рыба что-то там говорит. Окей. Ветра.
Securing cargo and checking everything made it on board. The bridge report's ready.
Кора.
Ryder, finalizing orders, flight plan, command access. Ready when you are.
Так.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Здесь спит большая часть команды. Камни. 3 камня. Разные камни. Черный камень, белый камень и гранит, видимо. Точнее, как это? Обсидиан, гранит и мел. Тут опять пиво. Какие-то они, алкоголики. Так. Тут у нас отчеты, письма на бумажках, между прочим. Ideas. SM4. Common, да, common. Именно так. Так, это у нас туалет. Туалет просторный. Душ. Почему туалет больше душа? Причем это очень странно выглядит. Ну, типа, вот это пространство-то куда? И душа 2. Ну, что-то не это, уже постарел. Надо это, почистить. Это грязненько. Точнее, не грязненько, а ржавчина. Давайте посмотрим доска информации экипажа. Поможет мне кто-нибудь диван передвинуть? Не прямо сейчас, но список я уже составляю. Лучше, если вы биотик или тягаете железо. Плачу пивом или что там еще есть. Лем. Комментарии. Комментарий от Суви. Это серьезно? Комментарий от Лиама. Я не шучу, как дело касается удобного сиденья. Так. Добро пожаловать в новую инфосеть. Поздравляем первопроходца с успешной установкой инфосети версии 3.4. Теперь... Что? Теперь вы и ваша команда будете в курсе последних событий на буре. Ви инфосети. Комментарий от Коры. Я всем дала пользовательский доступ. Попробуйте. О боже, что это было сейчас? Меня взломали? Да, кажется, меня взламывают в такие моменты. Кухня. Так. Что у нас тут? Ну, конечно, оружие на кухне. Пиво. Точнее, наверное, кофе это. Что-то тут варили. Сковородка глубокая. И сковородка для гриля, видимо. А ножи обычные, кстати. Также вот 800 лет, между прочим, спустя, а ножи те же. И куча-куча кружек. Так, это у нас медблок. Тут полежать можно, посмотреть на себя, навыки сбросить. Вот они, легкие не курильщика. Лекси.
Excuse me. I need to make sure we have everyone's medical files from the Nexus.
Хорошо. Блок данных. Все получится. Тебе не нужно, чтобы старик на пару сотен лет моложе говорил тебе, что ты готов. Но я все же скажу, потому что это правда. Каждый из нас бережет своего райдера. Гарри.
Come by after launch, and we can catch up properly.
Хорошо. Поговорим. Так, лестница. Мостик. Что мы там увидели? Что-то ребит все.
Departure trajectory locked. Next
Cool.
control. Time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Kalojath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course.
Напоминает кого-то.
I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Напоминает, как его... Я забыл все имена. Мордин, по-моему. Да, Мордина и Джокера. Я не допущу, чтобы мы попали в беду. Я все еще учусь. Ну, именно другие расы, да. Не все одинаковые. Вот так у людей все разные.
I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
Именно я имею в виду похоже в плане манер общения.
So how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe.
О, идут сзади, идут
and the
такие.
nav system
Оп.
calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Освещение, что с тобой? Пересветы. Мы не можем потерпеть неудачу.
I guess we have to be.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours. Unless you've got something to say for the log.
На нас рассчитывает Нексус. Давайте думать о доме. Мы справимся. Не, пора. Давайте думать о доме.
We were all expecting a golden world. Now there's just a long road ahead. But hold on to that dream. It might see us through.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
Tempest.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
To Eos, then. What would have been
Тогда
our
летим на
habitat one?
Эос. Это должна
Two failed
быть...
outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
А давайте мы тут как бы это и
I'm picking
посмотрим.
up something.
Обнаружена аномалия. Воу. Что это? Пустить зону.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
Нулевой элемент. Бжук. Он вот так выглядит. Нулевой элемент. Окей. Так. Что-нибудь еще? Нет. Махуань. Между прочим. Давайте слетаем на Махуань. Махуань. И Махуань пустая. Кстати, да, это, видимо... Ладно, сейчас потом скажу. На Нексусе мы были. Аж 599. Это, видимо, астероид какой-то. Раз он аж. Не? Планета? Ладно.
Anomaly detected.
Обнаружена аномалия. Ты что?
Probes launched. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Обнаружены останки корабля. Что это за корабль? Какой-то наш. Гашение. Катушки гашения. Отвод НЗ. Кварианский процессор. Очень полезно. Поясни.
I'm picking up something. Probes launched. I found something.
Вулкан. Гун Джень. Гун Джень. пустая. Что мы еще не посмотрели? Сам Нексус. Окей, давайте его тоже посмотрим. Один ковчег есть. Крусевая. Цитадель 2.0. Да, тут, как, наверное, во всех галактиках, в центре черная дыра. Только она почему-то тут очень большая. Пайфер, Эриксон, Пифей. Давайте. На Пифей.
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated EOS.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why
Pepe.
has Sam altered frequency detection?
Pepe.
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Окей, давай. Ну, мы прилетели. Кстати. Да, она отображается, планета. Если к ней подлететь. Ладно.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric
Зона
manipulation.
высадки
Is that
Эвус.
possible?
We'll find out. If it is like...
Так, что нам надо? Броню давайте наденем. У нас без вариантов. Ладно. Модулей никаких нету. Отряд. Кого можем? Давайте ветра возьмем. Подтвердить.
See you on the ramp.
Ready, Freddy? Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
Что у нас? Флешбеки вьетнамские.
What? I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on EOS. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
Я готов к приключениям.
This is exactly why we came. A new galaxy, a new ship. I can't wait to get both a little dirty.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Оу. С лицами это пока все так же, как и было.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
Деревья такие, воу. Да, эта планета такая в этом стиле.
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If EOS is like Habitat 7, that signal we scanned must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost's antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back up.
Так, давайте. Копье, боевая биотика. Скорость перезарядки. Тяга. Тоже. Давайте вот это покачаем. Время действия. Здесь 4 требуется. Подтвердить. Ветра 6. Выстрел. Давайте возьмем сразу. Улема 4.
They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make EOS a home.
Флюорит. Так, контейнеры, блок данных.
Got a code lock key.
Handy. It'll get us in.
Личный дневник старший инженер Лита. Пользователь старший инженер Грейс Лита. Новая запись. Специалисту Катаре нужно перестать зацикливаться на монолитах и их загадочных создателях. Нам нужен его проницательный ум, но если дело не помогает остановить бурю, Вырастить еду или завершить специальный проект Сигма, тратить на него время нельзя. Команда Катари занимается большими постройками, и у них все идет хорошо. Но я, тем не менее, отвечу его транспорт. Код отслеживания транспорта Грейс Дельта 9. Конец записи. Грейс.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
Too long.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Что тут есть, что тут есть. Блок данных.
Another code, like we already found.
Дневник анализ ботаники. Пользователь Элисон Мэй, специалист по растениям. Новая запись. Что ты от нас скрываешь, Эус? Растения разрастаются с огромной скоростью, несмотря на здешний климат, от которого даже краска с металла слезает. Начинаю подозревать, что здесь не обошлось без какого-то электромагнитного воздействия. Я обнаружила какой-то сигнал не нашего происхождения, но это не по моей части. Может, просто совпадение. Направление отметила. Конец записи. Лукли. Лукли. Тудум-тудум. Так, что у нас тут? Контейнер.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power too.
Сообщение для Ника Таниопулиса. Люди начинают шушукаться. Они говорят, что Эус не жизнеспособен, что ничего не пойдет, как задумано. Я знаю, что ты скажешь. Я не для того записывался в инициативу, чтобы сидеть заперти в летающей жестянке. Обещаю, будет очень интересно, но попозже, когда у них будет больше времени, чтобы позаботиться о безопасности. Мама наказала мне следить, чтобы ты не порол горячку. Этим я и занимаюсь. Хотя бы подумай об этом ради меня и почаще выходи на связь. Я теперь беспокоюсь совсем как мама. Уже сгрыз весь ноготь на мизинце. Судьба остальных моих ногтей зависит от тебя. Я тебя люблю. Ау. Простите, что снова вас беспокою. Несколько дней назад я просил сообщить мне о Лее Уэллс. Но с тех пор мне ничего не поступало. Судя по всему, это сообщение даже не было прочитано. У вас все нормально? Свяжитесь со мной при первой возможности и передайте Лее, что вышла со мной на связь.
The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Воспроизвести запись.
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened.
Let's check out this relay tower. Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
А, что?
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Прыг-скок.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we'll know where to look for that signal.
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
Я только хочу помочь.
I'm not a salvager. I'm a pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let EOS go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help EOS. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Я разберусь.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location. This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Playing hooky?
Salvage will buy him more than rations.
Really, Ryder?
Что? Кто?
We've got company.
Где? А, это наш. Где? Куда?
Ket, watch out.
А, вон.
They weren't kidding about the Ket.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
Прыг-скок.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
You took down all those Ket? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
Я найду.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Доберитесь до безопасного места.
Go on. We'll take it from here.
I guess Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
На матрасе спал. Подача электроэнергии приостановлена. Нажмите для активации.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now, right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right it's worth investigating.
Here.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on, we better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Now that power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
Прыг-скок.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
Теперь снова будем строить.
We're not scavenging anymore. This is how we rebuild.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
Инопланетян.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Дневник.
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
I might be drooling a little bit.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot. No good. The forward station should have the access code, once we call it down.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Ой. Илон Маск прилетел.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access code.
Машинка. Катаемся на машинке.
Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Can't get traction. It's too steep. Switch to 6-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a snap.
Шутки какие-то.
Remember the Nomad's jump jets. They'll get you over most obstacles. If you need more juice, the boosters can...
Got it. Signal's coming from that structure up ahead.
Ну, думаю,
communication within safe levels.
На этом можно закончить. На следующем стриме будем уже тогда изучать этот монумент и в целом планету. Так что всем спасибо, кто был. До следующего раза.